So last time they ended up in like this forest of dead apostles, who was apparently founded by a very powerful dead apostle. We didn't get to explore it much. That they just went in to correct the ley line. Shout out to my guy from the Holy Church. He's just he satisfies all my Kirei fan service that I very much enjoy. But um yeah, so they did that. Hephaestion came out to fight Gray, and at the end of their fight, of course, Gray was sticking up for Waver and for her lord. Waver's still unconscious, but at the end of it, there's like a fucking like avalanche just came out of nowhere and just I guess from what the others did. So we're gonna see if Gray gets away. We're gonna see if Waver wakes up this episode. We're kind of approaching um the end of Rail Zeppelin. I think this is 4 of 6. So we'll see how this resolves. I didn't expect that this was going to be like completely taking place on a train, like a real train mystery. I still can't think of the term for this kind of thing, but it's very cool. So let's see if we get any more clues as to who's behind it. Because at the end, fucking Rhinus found Trisha's decapitated head like in a pocket of space right there that she was surprised that Waver didn't find out about. So I guess it was done while he was unconscious. And yeah, and Snake Lady like knew about it. She came in with her put her little fucking snake under the bed and just like very like sussly walked in. Like she's so suspicious. She is absolutely like the red herring, but I don't know, man. Cause she's way too obvious. She's been so suspicious like the whole time since she's been introduced. So I don't know. Maybe that'll be a thing, but let's just find out what happened. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Ah, young Waver. Oh yeah, this class. Whoa, okay, this is a dream. Or did this actually there's no way this happened. Yeah, alright, yeah, yeah. That is a point. I mean, hell yeah. That was interesting. How Kenneth like showed up as like a some kind of symbol for that conversation of whether he still wants or is worthy of Iskandar after, even though he wouldn't remember him, even though Hephaestion, his commandant, denounced him. Will he still? I mean, yeah, of course. Like this is way too deep for Waver to be discouraged by such things. But it is interesting and cool that he pointed out that Iskandar should have won. I mean, Gilgamesh, right? Respected him enough to bust out Ea. And of course, you still had Arturia and. Hey, man. He was a cool ass guy, but he didn't seem to have the most combat prowess as a servant, especially after Saber destroyed his chariot. Either way, I still enjoy the sentiment. Oh, they got away together. The hell? She saved her. Uh huh. Ah, there's that word, ideal. That's what's most important. Although don't tell Shiro that. God, she's reading her like a book. True. Wow. Whoa. That's right. She did have a dream. No, if it's cool. She has forgot she had Mystic Eyes. Yeah. A Sybil. Jeez, man, those eyes are potent. I wonder if they're gonna. Hmm. Fargo. Fargo. This is also interesting to frame it compared to the FGO timeline. What? Kirei? It's the only one I can think of. A man without a heart. I guess there's more than a few people in the Nasuverse that could fit that. I don't know. What the fuck? She's surfing on ad? Or when's the mobile game coming? Surfing on a legendary spear. Gray is too cool. Well, there you go. Ad is so goofy. Oh, never mind. There you go. Oh. Oh, wait. Okay, we're gonna. All right. All right. Let me just watch. Uh huh. Gasp. Naturally. Okay. So, because it wasn't the crime scene, they couldn't see it. Okay. It's her head. Imaginary. Herself. What the fuck's going on? Oh, okay. Right. so that they couldn't take her mystic eyes. Holy shit. Did she? Oh god. Was it a name? Oh. Carabo. Hey, hey. We know those. Are they? Oh, that's cool. What is it? Cutting this apple is a crazy, like, demonstration. Holy shit. Those are crazy. Now that we learn what these mystic eyes can do, that's insane. But yeah, it's like he doesn't understand. Oh, hey. It's our boy. No, he really looks like Canis. Right. Ooh. Huh. That's very true. Yeah. Does it? And didn't she just do it? Like, didn't she herself just do it? Oh. Uh, who the fuck are you? Deputy manager? Are you human? Her mouth isn't moving. Yikes. Ugh. Wow. Bye bye those mystic eyes. Is he just blind now? How does that work? Mystic eyes of transience. So I guess that confirmed the power. All right, hold on, Adashino. Yeah, Waver's like this is a little too convenient. And is Kanabo okay? I mean, you do that anyway. Yeah, like even if he has a capability, doesn't mean he did it. Wow, chained up. Wow, that sucks. Yeah, if they were out of control, then that's not a good. Yeah. Yeah, the timing sucked. Hey, you got a rich boy right there. It does. Huh. Oh, interesting. Way to be vague, bro. There is no crime without motive. Wow. Okay. I don't think he did it because I was like, okay, yeah, it makes sense, but why done it? You know exactly. Yeah, Waver. Good thing Waver came in time. He's like, this is all too convenient. You timed this exactly where they're gonna retrieve his eyes. I mean, sure, that would have been helpful if he was actually the one who did it, but I don't even know if she believes that. Because before, in the last case she was involved in, she was very accusatory of oh, what was his name? The guy who went with the fairy. I'm not sure if that's the one who they were referencing this episode, like the guy who had his heart stolen by a fairy. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was the same guy. Yeah, it's interesting how like woven that is. Okay, so it's not looking good for Karabo. It seemed like when he was like, "Not yet, don't take them." It seemed like he was about to like try and like verify what she was saying because through his eyes being unstable, he didn't even remember till that moment that he was involved in those murders. Of course, he said, "Oh, confidentiality and all that," but I guess he just kind of had to say that, which even though it is true, but I guess even then he didn't inherently remember without being having to be told. Yeah, so it's like even like he could have like done something to like verify it, I guess, because he said later on, but they took his eyes at the same time. They did confirm, yeah, it's like they're even though they're not quite rainbow class, like they're definitely jewel, so they are, mystic eyes of transients are very nice, but doesn't mean he did it. Like Waver said, what's the why done it? Why would Karabo do that to Trisha? Doesn't make sense. Um, but for some reason, that's not enough for Adashino to like. She just like even since the fairy case, she just wants to have someone to accuse. Like, oh, you could have done this, so you probably did. There you go. Take him away. Job's done. Um, Winks at Waver. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, all right, but we know Waver's gonna get to the bottom of this. We'll finally get fucking confirmation that this Adashino chick has whatever her ulterior motive is in all this. Like, what is her end goal in being so involved in playing detective herself? Like, I know she works for policies and she has to like be involved to an extent, but I don't know. Yeah. I mean, besides that, it was interesting that Hephaestion saved Gray because she is very much, of course, of the same mindset of Iskandar, like die in battle, die like in the grand fights, like not to the elements. And she wanted that fight with Gray. She wants that fight, but I guess upon learning what Gray saw in her dream, she was like, "How the fuck do you know that?" Like it's like, "Oh, you're a Sybil. You're closely connected with this type of thing." So yeah, she didn't like that too much. So, but thankfully, Gray made it back, and now we have all this nonsense going on. So, either I know Gray, not Gray. Well, Gray's gonna help. I know Waver's gonna get to the bottom of all this. Gray did point out she did help a lot by pointing out that Trisha did have like some kind of man and woman embracing type trinket on her, and it wasn't on her at the when she died. So that is also interesting. So shout out to Gray for helping put pieces together and wanting to help Waver, and she's doing great. Um, yeah, I think that's it for this one. Poor Karabo has no eyes. I don't know what his plan was. I don't know if he mentioned it before, like with selling his eyes or taking his eyes out. I don't know if he was cool with being blind. He's like, yes, I know how to walk blindly because I am a badass inquisitor. Um, I think that just sucks. And who the fuck was that ethereal like chick who like runs the like high position on the rail Zeppelin who looks like a ghost? Like, what are you? Why doesn't your mouth move when you talk? Like that is an interesting type of magecraft you got enveloping yourself there. But I guess that's the thing with some mages in magecraft too. They'll like twist themselves to they're essentially not even human anymore. Of course, a lot of mages will do that until they're not human in like a compassionate sense, like it just mentally and emotionally they're just completely detached. That's a lot of mages, but some even go like the physical route. They just look insane, just like that guy who used astromancy because he wanted to live forever. He didn't want to pass it on to his daughter. So yeah, I very much enjoy these themes. I love the references, of course, and just the mystery of it all because I really I don't know. Again, I'm not great at putting things together anyway in terms of like being predictive of things to come, especially in a show like this where they'll do things to throw you off, things that are obviously red herrings, but just like not enough to really make a deduction yet. But I'm just enjoying the ride. Like I think that sequence at the beginning with between Kenneth and Waver in like the classroom setting and really questioning him and testing, I guess, his own resolve within his dream, only to learn that yeah, he's still resolved. You know, was able to stand up out of the wheelchair. His waiver's back in action. So we got 2 episodes to solve this. It looks like there's one afterwards one, because I see there's 6 Rail Zeppelin episodes and then one more. So we're almost done. We're almost gonna see the end of this, which I would love to see it continue at some point, maybe, but maybe I can just read the light novel. Yeah, so either way, thanks for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Peace.